Fans call out worst celebrities to be on Jeopardy! Undeniably, Jeopardy! Can be entertaining, especially with the introduction of celebrities in the mix. However, fans call out the worst celebrities to be on Celebrity Jeopardy! Furthermore, some proposed twists pop up as well during the discussion. Celebrity Jeopardy! At its finest, while the original Jeopardy! Is full of entertainment, its spin-off series, Celebrity Jeopardy! Sports its own fun. Furthermore, it pulls in celebrity contestants to compete for a chance to win money for the charity of their choice. Undeniably, it has been a riot to watch some of their attempts over the first 2 seasons. Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings have hosted many familiar faces competing for the win. Likewise, SNL has paved the way by showing hilarious sketches of famous faces pretending to play the legendary game. But now, fans are calling out the worst celebrities for the show. Fans call out worst celebrities to be on Jeopardy! On Reddit, one user starts a conversation by saying, "What would the worst celebrities for Celebrity Jeopardy be?" Then the user adds, joke answer, Weird Al. He'd lose serious answer, literally anyone whose persona is being a jerk, like Simon Cowell. I don't want his face anywhere near Jeopardy! Other fans were happy to oblige with their opinions about who would be terrible on the show. Some of the list includes James Corden, Jake and Logan Paul. Ellen T. Swift and Fallon compete together to see who is the least genuine human. We already had the worst, Emily Hampshire. She was great on Schitt's Creek, but painfully awful on Celebrity Jeopardy! I would like to see Glenn Jacobs on Jeopardy! He did pretty well on a WWE edition of Weakest Link years ago while in full Kane persona. Jason Statham was my first thought. Steven Seagal. Russell Brand, Dave Chappelle, Terrence Howard, Ricky Gervais, Kanye West, Katy Perry. Kevin Spacey, James Corbin, and Elon Musk. Gina Carano, Kevin Sorbo, Scott Baio, Rawson Barr, Randy Quaid, Meatloaf, Kanye West, Ye. Tara Reid, Steven Seagal, Carrot Top. Fans propose a twist, but one proposed show twist comes out of the suggestions. When thinking of people who would be terrible for Celebrity Jeopardy! One big name came up, Steve Harvey. Afterward, the discussion leads to a hilarious suggestion. I'd like to see a swap where Ken does Family Feud and Steve does Jeopardy! They'd both be bad, but it would be humorous. Ken could definitely do a better Family Feud than Steve could do Jeopardy! I feel like when someone has a brain-dead answer, Ken wouldn't have any jokes though. Just move on to the next person. Family Feud isn't about winning, it's at the core a comedy show. Ken is incredibly quick-witted, much more so than Steve. Ken would actually have something to say instead of just going. Ken would do a better Family Feud than Steve Harvey does Family Feud. That actually would be pretty funny, they both be so out of place lol. Taking this opportunity to post a clip compilation of Steve Harvey guest hosting Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in 2009 or so for an insight into what him hosting Jeopardy! Might be like ps:/muted. B/06thibd. Ken's talked about being obsessed with Family Feud as a kid, so I think he'd probably do a good job. The hamming it up is bad with almost all the celebrities, but I think Steve would be exceptional at it. Exceptional lie bad? Someone else said. Fans suggest some bad options. Although the forum was in good spirits, there were some funny suggestions of who the worst celebrities would be for Celebrity Jeopardy! While others point out that politics need to stay out of the show. My mind initially went to Jersey Shore. But Attorney with them would actually be pretty entertaining. Oh Lord, I'd love to see Snooki. Tom Cruise would probably do terrible. Even setting aside the weird Scientology stuff, the guy seems to genuinely live in a bubble, oblivious to most of the rest of the world, and I doubt he'd know much of any trivia outside of movie stuff. The Kardashians. Someone else says they would make Turd Ferguson look like a genius. Donald Trump? Another person says this. He'd argue that all his wrong answers were judged unfairly and that the buzzers were rigged against him. Politicians shouldn't be there, period, but I have a feeling Kamala Harris would do well. Jeopardy! Makes for great TV, while the spin-off series for Jeopardy! Can be fun to watch. Some fans couldn't help but think of the spoof episodes on SNL.